played as a team. Each person contributed, and we went into the game knowing that not only are we going to play for the man upstairs, play for our family, play for ourselves, play for our friends, but we're going to play for our teammates, and they definitely did that tonight. We talked about how we're going to make sure we play harder. We're going to make sure we play tougher. We're going to make sure we play smarter than the opponent, and we definitely stuck to that the entire game. Bowling Green's a good football team. They tried to come back. We found ways to score more points, and our defense held them when they needed to, so a great team effort.
Could you have imagined a better first game?
No, I couldn't. Everything went extremely well. We wanted to take care of the quarterback, get completions for him, get him confidence, get the ball to our receivers out on the perimeter in space, not ask him to hold the ball a long time. He definitely did that early on. Then they started to move up a little bit on us, and we found ways to drop back and throw it up the field. And he also, I think, twice made scrambles and made good plays outside the pocket, which was an extremely great play for him. It was improvement upon him. He definitely has improved his play, and all of our guys played hard. They played well, but couldn't be happier with the first win.
What did you say to Brandon either before or after the game?
Well, we always talk with Brandon. He knows what his weaknesses are, and that was throwing interceptions, that was making plays with his feet. And as you can see right there, no interceptions, and he made plays with his feet. And so he definitely did a tremendous job there. He's a guy that is an accurate passer, and if you can give him some plays where he can just get the ball out of his hand, he's going to be accurate with it. And we don't want to ask him to hold it a long time all the time. We got to mix that in a little bit, of course, and there's going to be some long third and long situation. We got to throw it up the field, but if you can get him in a rhythm, get him some completions, he's going to get in a groove, and that's important for every quarterback. But definitely Brandon, that's his strength, is get him some completions, and then that confidence just grows and grows.
Did you say anything to him after the game about that?
Well, I told him he did a tremendous job, and he knew that. He felt great about it. He's definitely become a great leader this summer, this fall. He has talked more, which even last year, he wasn't the most talkative, and I told him and all our quarterbacks, I said, part of being a leader is, you don't have to be extremely vocal, but you got to get out of your comfort zone, and you got to try to do a little more of it than you really want to, because people listen when you talk, and as a quarterback, they need to hear what you have to say, and he's definitely worked on all the things that we wanted him to, and couldn't be prouder of him.
Did you have a sense as it was unfolding, he put out pretty school record, historic numbers? Did you have a sense as it was going, what he was doing?
No, not really. I knew that we probably were putting up some yards, because really we were doing a great job of getting yards after the catch. Our receivers were getting a lot of yards after the catch, and a lot of it had to do with a great job by them, but a great job by Brandon getting them the ball quick before the defender got to them, getting it to them in space where they can have a chance to run with it. And we have improved the receiver position. We feel like we have depth there. They're very competitive. We tell them all the time that, hey, we're going to try to go fast at times too, and you guys are just going to rotate in there. We're not even going to sub you, and you guys are going to wave yourself in, because they play as a team, they work together, and we feel like that position has improved, and they did a great job today.
Is what you did today kind of your offense going forward, or just specialized for today as far as tempo?
Well, we didn't want to let the secret out of the bag too early. We told people that we were practicing that way to get ready for Bowling Green, which we were, so there was truth to that. But at the same time, we feel like nowadays that's the new thing in football, is to go fast, to go with a great tempo. And your players love playing that way. And so, we practiced it all spring, all summer, all fall, and our guys are in great condition. Our strength coach has done a great job, Coach Levitt, getting them in great shape. Our players love playing fast. They have the system down. We've been going at it ever since I took over. Some of the new terminology we've used to run plays this fast, and it definitely can be an advantage. And sometimes that's going to get shut down and shoved up you a little bit, but we feel like they executed it well today, and to play a team that's used to going that fast and to be able to do that against them, a great effort by all of our guys.
97 plays and 0 turnovers. How refreshing is that?
No, you couldn't be happier. I mean, like I said, great coaching job by our coaches, great job by our players. Just completely executed everything we called, played hard the entire game, played together, responded when the other team scored, because Bowling Green scored. They got some things going. They got a few big drives and a couple of cheap touchdowns on some screens and things like that, and we responded. So that was outstanding to see those guys do it.
Speaking of the screens, you were able to use a lot of those tonight. Was that something that was put in the script, or is that something that maybe you adjusted to what you got to look at with their defense?
No, we had it in the script. We have a ton of those plays in, and I feel like that, you have to have them in, to get the ball in the perimeter to your guys, get them in space, get them out in the open. To run traditional football and have to block 11 people and everybody has to do their job on offense, because traditionally on offense 11 guys got to execute to produce. Sometimes when you can get the ball in the perimeter fast, you don't need all 11 to do well. And you look at teams like Oregon and that, I've been out to Oregon, I watched some scrimmage before, and sometimes they look absolutely awful. But when they get in the game, they go so fast that they get some easy touchdowns, they get some cheap plays. We definitely want to try to get a few cheap plays every now and then as well.
What's it mean to you personally to get this victory tonight at your first game as head coach?
Well, I couldn't be happier. It's a great moment. I told our team that Bowling Green was an outstanding team, and I still feel that way. They were very, very good last year. They had some key guys coming back at the quarterback and running back position, and a lot of their defense were seniors. And they had a great coaching staff come in. But, our guys worked hard. I really like our team. They play together. They play hard. They work together. And obviously, when you're winning, they're going to do that. So, as we go through the season and we get tested and we get down in games, we'll see how our guys respond. But I feel good about them. I think they're going to respond and play hard and play well and keep moving forward.
Did you reflect on, for yourself, just kind of the emotions of the day and this day finally being here for you?
Well, I told our guys, everybody has nerves. I had nerves coming into it. And, we had a few guys I knew were very nervous. I told them, I said, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to have nerves, and it really means that you want to do well, and it really means you're ready to do well. If you didn't have nerves, you probably aren't prepared. I tried to get our guys to relax, to enjoy playing the game, to just go out there and play hard, like I said, harder, tougher, and smarter. And I think they did that. And I tell our guys all the time, I said, look, when we practice, we want to go as hard as we can. We want to treat practice like the game. Put some pressure on yourself to perform. Go as hard as you can. Get mad at yourself if you don't do well. And then when we get in the game, then I want you to relax and play. And I think our guys did that.
But what about for you, your personal kind of feelings and emotions?
Oh, well, I'm extremely excited. I had nerves as well. I knew this was going to be a tough game. I knew we were going to have to score a lot of points because of their offense. So I'm extremely happy and proud and love being the coach here at Western Kentucky.
Brandon's 569 yards are now the third most ever by a Conference USA player. His 46 completions are now the fourth most ever by a Conference USA player. And now he tied the record with 6 touchdowns. Your first game in the league, you're already breaking records.
Well, like I said, it was one of those games. Everything seemed like it went right, and we got in a groove, and he played tremendous, and our receivers made tremendous plays with the ball, and, you couldn't have wrote the script any better. So it's a great first start, but as we know, it's one of 12 games, but it's a great way to start the season.
A lot of people talk about turnovers, but you guys had 9 trips inside the 40, and 7 of those went for touchdowns. Is that something that you guys think you've really worked on, execution and finishing drives?
Without question, the main thing we didn't do last year is we turned the ball over, and we didn't execute in the red zone. So those are things we worked on, and we've had more ball security drills in practice than I've ever had anywhere I've been at every position, and we do it every day. And you know what? It takes up some of your practice where you'd like to be doing some other stuff, but we're going to continue to do it because it's vital. And if you don't turn the ball over, in my opinion, we're going to have a chance to win the fourth quarter. So we worked that a ton, and as far as the red zone execution, we've worked it a ton. There's a part of practice every day that we go into the red zone. We feel like we got a good plan in there, you've got to be able to win on the outside when you get in the red zone. They're going to press you up a little bit. The field is shorter, and they're going to make you win one-on-one, and if they're not giving us one-on-one, then we're going to run the ball. So we feel like we got a good plan, but yes, we've worked on all those things, and it definitely came through today.
Anything else? Coach, thank you.
Thank you, guys.